Okay, we are live. Let me just clean off my desk. There's a bunch of shit on it. I am sorry. For what I want to do, it needs full, not entirely full, but like pretty good clearance. Okay. I guess this is good enough for now. Get these out of the way. Get you out of the way. Take your smoke box. Shit. Take your smoke box with you. Get this out of here. We might use this. I'm not too sure. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Okay. So I guess that's good enough. I have no idea. But if you read by the title, um, we're gonna be. This is gonna be a streaming process in a few different parts. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done, but essentially what I'm doing is scratch building a wooden railway crocodile locomotive in my style. I have been wanting to do this for a couple weeks now, and I figure, now's a good time. I picked up some stuff at Michael's earlier, namely a pack of brushes. I don't know, like, well, I know there's like some scattered through here, but those are older brushes. See if I can. We're namely going to try and replicate. Let's see if I can get a good. We're pretty much trying to replicate this. Okay. And the dimensions for a crocodile, it's about 63 feet long. So I'm gonna try and recreate it in the style of sort of my longer diesels. So it'll probably be about this long. It's definitely longer than, or at least it's just short of a one of these. But this is a class. What is it? 52? How long is a class 52? I'll need to look it up. But yeah, let me just look this up. So BR class 50. Oh, it was already in my already recommended searches. Okay, how long was it? If I can remember correctly, it was 68 feet. How interesting. Okay, so in reality, if so this was meant to be like recreated like 63 feet long, it's gonna have to be longer than that. So I got no problem making it longer. I just want it to be longer than a sort of, one of these. So at least about the length of this. So it'll have like the cab here and then the extensions. So, and the only reason why I'm streaming this to begin with is because I found my balsa wood. I went to Michael's mainly to get balsa wood because I couldn't find mine and I didn't know if I had any left. But they had balsa wood, just not the one I needed in like the right height that I needed. So thank God I found this. That reminds me, you will need some materials, obviously. So let me grab those. Um, this I have a lot of cardboard, so bear with me. Um, how to mainly get all this out without like bending it? I don't know if this is all we're gonna need, like in terms of cardboard, but you will need some form of cardboard. I prefer the thin stuff for building, because it just works better for me personally. Um, I think I have, yeah, I have some over here. I don't know why it's not in its storage container, but yeah, just a few things. Thin cardboard will come in nicely. You will obviously need. This is like going to be way out of order, so bear with me. You need obviously paint. This is not the paint we're going to use. Just sort of, keep in mind you'll need glue of some kind. I have tacky glue here, and then I have both Mod Podge and outdoor stuff. And hell, if we need it, I have a hot glue gun. You'll need a pencil to trace out lines and whatnot. You might need a ruler. You never know. I'm not going to use a ruler, so who knows? This might turn out horribly. I have no idea where my scissors went, so I'll have to look for those. But if not, I can just borrow scissors from uh, upstairs or someone else. We'll see. But I also have this. It's a X-Acto knife, and then you'll also need. Hell, I think I might have them. No, not where I had them originally, but hmm. Okay, well, I don't remember where my scissors are, so we might have to borrow them from somewhere else, which is completely fine. Then one of the last things you'll need is air dry clay. At least it's what I use to fill my models and give them weight. Like this guy, for instance, has a bunch of clay inside of him. And then lastly, masking tape. So that's essentially all the materials you'll need. Yeah, I mean, not exactly the craziest material. Can I raise this up a bit? Can't. Shit. I mean, I can, but it's not like. Did I just break it? I hope not. I might have. Oh, I did. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Hold on. This is a disaster. I'm sorry. Don't break on me. Well, I definitely broke it. Oh well. Um, Hopefully it still works for my like IRL content. Maybe like this will work. Shit. I think that works. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah, that's essentially what you'll need. Now, like I said, oh, actually, no. You'll need one more thing, but I'm not sure where I put it. Well, it's really up to preference. I use a little pink screwdriver to essentially when I'm filling cardboard with clay and then I have balsa wood on top of it, I like to poke a hole through the what is it? The balsa wood and then into the clay. Either to put a chassis in or in Ozzy's case because he has a bunch of clay to put like articulation in. Now this guy is going to be a little different to make, like for sure different to make because uh, crocodiles are definitely a special breed of locomotive. I think the articulation comes from inside, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Um, Actually, let me go ahead and find that screwdriver and find my scissors so I don't have to do anything that requires a lot of moving. I know I'm lazy. Give me 1 second. All right, so managed to find my skizzers. Here they are. Screwdriver is nowhere to be seen. That's fine. Because right now we don't need a screwdriver. At least I don't know if we will need a screwdriver. All we know. Oh, there is one more thing you do need. So let me just you do need 2 chassis. And they can really be any chassis, but they have to have 6 wheels. At least for what I'm uh, working towards, it's you need the 6-wheel chassis. Because essentially, if I line, take Gay Crusader here, for instance, and I line it up, you want enough room for the cab and the two extensions. So yeah, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, we can go ahead and get started. First thing you need to do, start with the balsa wood. Always start with the balsa wood, that way you get a good foundation. It's very, very helpful for getting an idea. And you also want to sort of measure out uh, the the width of it by comparing it to another basis, or like just comparing it to another engine. So I have this cab here for it's an Edward cab that I needed, I think, the boiler for. I don't remember, but yeah, you just want to trace out. You'll essentially want two of like standard size ones. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do it on this side. It's a lot more easy to it's a lot more straight. No shit. Right. Okay, let me try it one more time. Okay. Okay. So like that. You can't necessarily see it, but it's there. Now, when I use balsa wood, I traditionally cut it with scissors instead of a knife, because it's literally balsa wood. You can cut it with scissors, so that's what I do. I tend to cut a few centimeters away from where I started tracing, because the balsa wood does like to do a thing called cracking while you're cutting it. So I'm not gonna risk it and just go like do it a few, I guess, millimeters from where I started. So that line is a little hard to see. Go ahead, can I break it off here? Yeah, we cut it a little further up. Perfect. And just want to cut it. I'm gonna do this a little off camera. So something like that is essentially the kind of cut. It's a little crooked, at least up here, but don't worry, we can definitely rectify that later. Okay. So now, I just want to sort of compare it. Okay. So now it's like this, and if you want to sort of see how it compares to, this, it's about the same. It's just a little off. So you want to go ahead, you can try and cut it, but right now I want to sort of get this. Come on. Work for me, please, boss. Awesome. Sort of how you want it. A little bit like that, just to sort of, this piece might come off in the future. It's fine though. You can sort of sand it down. All right. So comparing it now, it's pretty much the width. Yeah, it's pretty much the width. So this side is good to go. And you essentially want to copy the same thing on, at least do it again. So where my lovely assistant go. Hello, Bolsawood. Hello. Okay. So I'm gonna hold it down this time like this. Perfect. I want to do it a few times over so I can really see the line. Beautiful. Again, I'm going to cut. Here, let me just do it on camera this time. I'm going to cut a few sort of, I guess, millimeters away from the line I drew. Then I'm going to do the same thing for up here. Okay, let me just. Okay, that doesn't break. There we go. Okay, so got our next piece. And just cut it. Okay, that piece is. We'll see. Okay, hopefully this piece doesn't break. It's looking to be that way, so you're really gonna test my patience here also. Okay. Perfect, maybe. And also perfect. We'll see. How do you compare? How do you compare, my friend? How do you compare? We'll see. Actually, that's pretty much perfect. You can go ahead and cut a little bit off of the first one. Awesome. So there are our two starting pieces. Looking lovely. I don't exactly have a pen on me, so I'll just use a paint pen to write. I guess maybe front or back, or Croc RB RB, and then Croc RB. There we go. For the Crocodile running board. And then for the main one. Now, I don't exactly know how long I want to do it. So I kind of want to grab my V4 for a reference. And then I want to look at my reference photo um, for my for the crocodile. So let me go ahead and get. Nope, that's the class 52. I forgot I left it on that image. Okay. Um, I gotta keep it. We gotta keep in mind too that. Wait, actually, let me look at this real quick. All right, keep in mind too that the middle section for the cab is wider. Um, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's wide. Um, so I don't exactly know how I'm gonna go about doing this. Let me just look at my reference again. Okay, so wait, one more time. Hold on. Okay, so maybe um so maybe let me make one of these again. Let me make a third one of these. Yeah. Sorry, boss. You're getting used a lot today. All right. I'll do it from this side. Guess maybe. Yeah. Fuck it. Do it right here. I know it's like not the well. We can do it from right here. It's not the well. It's not the most even thing, but it'll do. All right. Let's do this again. See, I'm discovering this just like you, and I'm like this is essentially how I make my like scratch build my models. Is I it's a learning process. So I'm completely learning things like you are, and if you need reference material for this, then you've come to the right place. Perfect. So we have 3 of these now. Now we can go ahead and bust out the cardboard. And I think I'll go ahead and use this piece to start off. A smaller piece, but it has a lot of area to work with. I'm gonna cut off these ends. We don't need them. Well, this end we might need. We'll save, and we'll use this part we'll toss out. Perfect. So, essentially, for these models, I try to, work around the length of the width of the running board. I try to stay true to that. Like with this, like the boiler isn't nearly it's like almost close to the um width of the cab or running board. But with this, I might have to do something different because if you look at a actual crocodile, let me pull this reference photo up again. It is way different. So the traditional, I'd say, width of the running board for like a wooden rolling model would go here. I'd have to make this quite a bit skinnier. And I'm not going to go like crazy skinny with it because I want to attach a face to it and make this a full-on character. So I'm thinking in terms, so let's say if this is like it's a full running board or like a full running board. So um, let's say if this is well, actually, you know what, fuck it. All right, we'll just trace this. Okay, so I just traced around this Edward running board. So this is how the cab is going to be. Okay, this is like the width of the cab. So maybe I'm thinking because let's say if this is like the front of the cab, because part of the snouts, if you want to call them that, the fronts and back of the engine, they traditionally go a little into the cab because there's a little section here, like right here, kind of like that. So I'm thinking if I bring in this, I maybe just sort of make this just like extend it a little bit, maybe like here. sort of do something like this. Let me just scribble this out to make it easier to see. So this is like traditional length or width. Have this area be like for this. I think that would absolutely be perfect. 100% perfect. Okay. So we can start with the cab. We can try and start with the cab. I don't know how it'll work. How exactly do I want to do this? Let me look at a better photo. Okay. So I'm looking at it and it's looking like this the running board here sort of, I guess, curves to match this. So I think we can actually start with one of these first. We will have to, yeah, and the running board is just a little wider than. Is it the same width? Oh my god, it is the same width. Oh, that makes my job a whole lot easier. Holy shit. Okay. Yep. It is the same width. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I just from some angles it looked like that it wasn't the same. Ooh, it even has like a snowplow, so I can. Oh yeah, definitely. And it's a Swiss engine, so I guess that would make sense. All right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I don't need to do a lot of altering. So perfect. Um, but this part still stands. So how I want to go about doing this? Maybe. Ooh. What if I do this? Okay. So in order for the crocodile to turn, okay, hear me out. What if? So we have the running boards all lined up, right? And this isn't how long the engine's going to be. It's not going to be 3 running boards long. That's just preposterous. It'll at least be like 2.5. But just for perspective, okay? Like, let me bring this guy back in again. So he's supposed to represent like 63 feet or 68 feet, which is way off. And he's supposed to be 63. So I guess we can. We'll just see how it goes. But my idea maybe is to sort of do what I did with Aussie and curve or like bevel these edges off. That way he can make turns. That would be interesting. We'll see where we go, but for now, I actually we could start with the one of the fuck, what do they call it? The snouts. That's what I'm going to be referring to the front or the back of the engine, or at least the ends, as the snouts, because that's what Wikipedia is calling them. That's what other people refer to them as. That's what I'm going to call them. So eat it. So I guess we can go ahead and I guess sort of like replicate that shape. Okay, go ahead and do that. Okay, we'll just make that shape for now. Kind of like that. Um, all right. So something like that. So we can go ahead and cut that out. We can have sort of that be our starter. Go ahead and cut it out from here. All right, something like that. I know it's not exactly straight. I think it's definitely, yeah, definitely off just by a bit. Oh, yeah, definitely by a bit. Ah, shit, my bad. Should be good for now. Yeah. All right, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so see how. Oh, fuck, that's gonna have to be dealt with. Um, well, we can always just turn it over like that and fill it in because I have. We can do it like Mod Podge or something. I don't know, but it's fine. So let's see how that looks. That's actually fucking spot on. Okay. Okay, so we'll have to reference um, this quite a bit because let me actually go ahead and use this piece to get like a because this will be with shit. This will be sort of connected to cab height, and I want to get as accurate as possible with this. At least this will be with the cab. So about right here. Okay, maybe something like this. Let's check it. Check it. Check our work. Um. Okay. I made it just a little, like a hint taller, but I think it's kind of fine. We'll work on it just a bit. Um. But that'll definitely be our height reference, and we're not going to go too crazy on the actual like height of this because again, it's a small fucker. Not, well, not a small fucker. The snouts are tiny, at least a little bit. Um, we'll figure it out as we go along. I'm just trying to have it like in proportion with my other engines because I want to use this in my series at some point. And let me actually put this on the chassis real quick. Um, so good like this. Maybe like right here could be like a good place um to do it. Well, let's actually check. Yeah, actually, with a bit of work, I think this could be perfect. So, okay, I think we're onto something. Okay, so I know I'm gonna have to cut, just like sander cut these down, like the pegs here, just a smidge. But we are definitely onto something because if we put it next to Crusader, it's definitely a bit shorter, but definitely. Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay, let me go ahead and cut this. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, how long do we want to make? Hmm. So, okay. Okay. So maybe. let me just have this up as a reference. All right. Let me go ahead and cut out a longer piece. Sorry if my chair is, or my stool is squeaking. It's an old stool, so. Um, this is definitely going to be hopefully up to like BVS standard when I'm through with it, because I would love to have a crocodile in my series. Like, out of context, that sounds really weird, but all right. Now we can go ahead and line this up. And I'm just attempting to make one of the sides. Okay, you know what? Let me get a piece of tape. That way this can stick while I work on the shit. Where'd I put my masking tape? I literally just had to roll. Oh, it's up here. All right. Right, now line it up here. Okay, so this is the height right here. All right, then we'll just slightly angle it to about, nope, to about here. And then up here. Let me actually just erase this. Okay, so sort of, nope, angle it right here, and then do it like, we'll see how that looks. We're on the right track. We're definitely on the right track. It's not exactly how we want it. So let me just once again bring in the Crusader. Actually, let's see if I can bring this up for like a better comparison. Okay. I mean, it's the shape, it's definitely there. Okay. We are definitely getting close to the shape we want, but it's definitely not what we want. Let me try something else. So, um, okay, so that's the starting point. And then if we want, like, we'll have it like about up to here as the length we want. Okay, so we don't want it super, like, angled, but we do want it like that. Um, let's see. Let's see how that works. Okay. See how this looks? It's looking better. We are on the right track. Okay. Definitely on the right track. Let's see how it looks on here. Okay, where's my... Pieces are falling off. Fuck. Oh, I'll just use this piece. If worse comes to worse, we'll have to use cardboard, so we'll see. Something like that. It's only a little bit taller. Or the front is only a little bit taller than the side, but honestly, it works. That's all I wanted. So, what you gotta do is replicate this 4 times. Sorry, 3 more times. Or maybe actually trace it. We can trace it. So, croc side template. There we go. Making a template like how I used to make templates. I mean, I still have my old templates, like for and they're all taped. Like a lot of them are taped together for some reason. Like a 7 plank, my 7 plank stuff, and a 5 plank side or whatnot. Yeah. So definitely, we're on the right track. We are definitely getting to where we want to in the beginning, and I love that a lot. So we can go ahead and what we do for templates, at least what I do when I make templates. I haven't done one of these in a good minute, but what I did is essentially take masking tape and I roll it up into multiple pieces. Let's see. This is definitely, is he good? Is he good? Is he good? Okay. And then we will take a slightly, nope, not what I wanted. So let me just go ahead and do that. Go to a smaller pitch. Awesome. So what you want to do, so you take your template, put it on a piece of cardboard, and then you just cut around it. And that's essentially what you do. And then you can have your own side. And it might be a little bigger, but in this case, that is what we want. Because that right there is perfect. That is like absolutely beautiful. Perfection. Then we will do it for the other sides. I don't think I can put it on this side, can I? I can. All right, so we will do it like this. Have to recut that part. Right, I'm going to have to trim this piece just a little bit. Like that. All right, now let's go ahead and see how it compares to the one that we just did. I think this is it. Oh, Perfect. Literally, literally perfect. Then we have to do it for 2 more times. So I believe I can get one out of this piece. Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and get that done. And mind you, all my methods come from Master of the Lemons. So the credit for making all this stuff is going straight to him. Because this is where I learned to do my scratch building. There's 3, and then we can go ahead and cut out another piece of cardboard. And I put one here. Can I? I can, so let's go ahead and cut this piece out. That's a big piece of cardboard. Yay! I could use that piece. Oh well. Well, I don't think I can. It looks a little too tiny. Okay. This piece can use just a tiny bit of trimming. Trimming. There we go. Awesome. We have our 4 pieces. And then we will go ahead and we'll keep this to the side in case we need to make replacements. And we'll actually go ahead and make a second one of these. Bam, 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 and bam. Number 2. Perfect. Awesome. So these pieces are done. These are the fronts. Now we just need to make these. So what we're going to do is pretty much just line this up with any piece of cardboard, and then I guess sort of measure it like this. Where art thou, pencil? There we go. So, oh, shit, you can't even see what I'm doing. Let me just bring this a little closer. You know, for a tutorial thing, I'm not doing a very good job at the tutorial. So let me just line this back up. Shit. There we go. And well, I'm trying to get have as much space as I can because my tripod takes a lot of room. It's very clunky. We want to do something like that. All right. All right. So, go ahead and cut this piece out. Go ahead. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off that excess, just a tiny smidge. All right. Shit. Okay. Well, we're gonna be like that. It's gonna be difficult. See how that looks. Okay. That actually might be it. Maybe? Let me just add some pieces of cared. Pieces of card? No, this is masking tape. What the fuck am I saying? Alright. So, let's see how this looks. I think that is turning out very nicely. Let me add another piece. And this isn't final. These pieces of tape aren't final. They're just temporary. Um, yeah. Wow. Okay. Looking pretty good already. Let me just put this on here. Like, in terms of... Oh, that is just beautiful. Wow. Okay. Okay, so where did I put that template? Oh, wait. I'm not using the template now. Oh, no. Wait. I made 5 of them. Oh, no. This one was a test. I'm an idiot. Right. Sorry. Um, but yeah, this is starting to look really, really good. I was honestly not expecting it to look good this early. Um, yeah, I mean, for, starting out, decent enough. I mean, we still have ways to go with building it, but definitely, like I said, ways to go, but it's a start. And, you know, it definitely it definitely helps to have, several references and, you know, several copies of the templates, at least for me personally. That way, like, it's good to have these handy because you can always go back and make new ones if you mess up. And I think having references is very, very good. Having, yeah, like, very, very good having references and, you know, or templates. Did I say, I've been saying references, I meant templates. Having templates is very good, at least for me personally, because it definitely helps with, you know, so many things when it comes to modeling. It helped me with making these trucks, um, you know, definitely have to finish them. I just have several coats of Mod Podge on them. Hey, Slow Coach, how's it going? Um, yeah, templates. Oh my god, I keep saying references. Templates come in handy a lot. And especially with big engines like this, you definitely would need templates because customs are they're not going to come out perfect in one take. And I've been making customs for the better part of a decade now, and I can tell you, when you're first starting out, you're gonna fuck up a lot, especially and going into your later years of making customs, and you're more experienced, and they look a lot better. It takes time to refine details, and like I said, you're not gonna get it perfect in one go, especially if you're masking lines off for an engine, like um with my 52, with these masking these off um took a minute. Masking off the windows definitely took a minute, and especially the front here took a minute to mask off. This definitely took a minute to do, and I know the sides are ripply, but that's how masking tape works when it gets wet. So yeah, I'm not exactly happy about that either. But yeah, that's where I stand on the matter. But right now we are looking very, very good with how the croc is turning out. And let's see how this looks. That was a very bad rip on that piece of tape. But yeah, if you're starting out with making customs, definitely take into consideration that you're not going to be perfect on your first go. With everything you do, it takes practice and practice. And even with me, I'm not perfect. No one is. And whoever thinks that they're perfect can go fuck themselves. But yeah, no one's perfect, and no one is perfect on their first run. You can't expect the world on your first run. I mean, with maybe a series, that's different. If you're making a series, it might be a hit on your first go. But getting to a good spot does take time. And getting to a spot where, I don't exactly know the words, but if you know what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying. You just can't expect the world to come at you, or to, we're at the same sub count for real? Well, congrats, man. Honestly, very much congrats. Now that I'm looking at it, it definitely looks like this can be a little longer. Let me do this. That definitely looks cool. But I think these could be extended out just a little bit. Unless, oh wait, I already used that piece. Um, let's see. Because if I'm going to be connecting these over a bit of a space, then they can definitely be extended. Okay, so so the template, I'll have to make a new one. Fine with that. So let me go ahead and undo these. See, this is the part of learning, you know, like I thought, templates were going to be good on the first go. Like I said, you're always going to have to do some changes. You can't expect the world on your first run, especially with stuff like custom making. And if I sound a little congested, that's because I am. I'm still partially sick or under the weather due to allergies. Thanks, world. Dude, allergies fucking suck. I hate allergies so much. I've been dealing with this shit for like the past week now. Okay, now the tape is off. Let's go ahead and get a new piece of cardboard cut out and sort of redo this back, just like tightened up. All right, so get my template, and we want to try and extend it, right? So we want to extend it. Let me go ahead and actually just trace it pretty much. We can extend it by maybe, how long is a running, as like this part of the running board? Let's actually just extend it like this. Right here. I think that'd be a good place to extend it. That way. All right, well, I'll have to redo that, but we're getting somewhere. Try and do that again. Bam, bam. Should be good, maybe? Try it. I think I cut it too short again. Did I? I did. Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, all right. Well, let me just move these out of the way. It can be frustrating. Don't get me wrong. Not getting shit right can be wrong, and I don't like it because I don't say I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this sort of stuff, but it can definitely. Did I really just put that? Is this the big one? No. Did I put the big one in? Get rid of it. Whatever. But there we go. Okay. Cool. So, new piece of cardboard. And I have plenty of spares. I have plenty of spare cardboard. So it's not like I'm going to run out anytime soon. So where is the newer slab? Here we go. There we go. Arr. There we go, mate. Onto the blooming deep. Okay. Now. Okay, so this can be a good template. Let's try it. Okay, so um, that that could work. That could that could probably work. New template? Question mark? Okay. We have some cardboard here. We'll try it out. Oh, okay. Don't be a dick. All right. So I went on a walk today. I walked, didn't look exactly miles. I believe I walked. No, I walked 6 miles. No, I walked 6 miles and some. I went to a park that's about 20 minutes from my house. 20 minutes. About 14 minutes because I'm at work. And I just walked. There were a few different like cutoff points in like different sections of the trail that I took a walk down. But like in total, the trail I think was 3 miles. And then it was six, three there, three back, and then I took like maybe like another mile off the like actual trail. But let me tell you, geese are mean. Geese are so mean. There was like an open field kind of part of the trail that I was walking on, and no joke, two families of geese with little baby geese, um, on like either side. It was like literally, I don't say like half the field was filled with baby geese, but it was nearly that. And let me tell you, when I was walking, I was so close to the like the actual like concrete sidewalk in a trail thing. I had to veer off into like an almost kind of muddy like subsection, like, and I just had to step up to the side in like a muddy area just so I wouldn't get attacked by them. Like, and they kept fucking eyeing me and like, dog, I don't want to do anything to you or your chicks. I'm just trying to have a walk. Yeah, geese are assholes. Like, just like whoever designed geese, like to be just like complete assholes. Like, go to hell for that one. Like, honestly. Yeah, we'll see. I also met some cool people. There was a guy with a dog who kept the dog kept trying to follow me when I was walking into a different direction. At least or walking into the part that they were in, and I'm like, sir, your dog's really cute, but can you just like get on with my walk, please? Like, his dog was really cool, and I will admit, not the biggest fan of those crusty-eyed white dogs, but this one was actually kind of groomed well, so it actually looked kind of cute. I don't know. I just associate any small dog with an ankle biter. Not the biggest fan. I have a family that owns. I have some family down in uh down south that have a well, two now, two dogs in the crusty-eyed white dog category that I actually like, though I'm not the biggest fan of stuff like Shih Tzus, Chihuahuas. What they have is a they have two Shih Tzus, Shih Tzus. However, you're supposed to pronounce. I say shitty. I say no, not shitty. Shih Tzus. Yeah, crusty-eyed white dogs, though, not the biggest fan because as much as I think I had family in Pennsylvania actually that had them. Yeah, I did. I'm starting to like get Vietnam flashbacks. But yeah, I mean, they can be cute. Like honestly, they can be cute when they're not like all gross. And there are very rare times when that is the case. All right, so now I just need to make another copy of this. I can go ahead and take this piece off. I didn't make two copies of this, did I? Oh no, that's just that's just one of the attempts. All right. All right. Skizzers. Skizzers. Bam. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, there are small dogs I like. Namely like corgis, um, dachshunds I like. I think those are the wiener dogs, right? Yeah, those are the wiener dogs. I think I just fucked this piece up. Oh, I cut into the template. That would make a lot more sense. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I like those. I like corgis, wiener dogs. But my heart lies with like big dogs like huskies, German shepherds. I like a good Shiba Inu. If you want to get technical, not like technical in like terms of dogs, but like in like other species, like if you remember Ozzy, like I talk about him quite frequently. He was pretty much like a reptilian puppy, essentially. Um, you know, acted like he was a scaly dog. I like it when other animals try to be other animals, if that makes sense. Oh shit. This is the wrong piece, isn't it? Is it? Oh fuck, I think it is. Or I'm just an idiot and just lining this up wrong. I was an idiot and was lining it up wrong. um yeah, I like it when like other animals try to be dogs. Like my cat, for instance. She's grown up around dogs her entire life. She's grown up around my two dogs. Mainly my older dog, Chloe. She has grown up around her a lot since she was a kitten. And ever since, she was, brought into our family, she has always wagged her tail like a dog. And she still does. And I think that is the funniest shit ever. And she pretty much meows at us like she barks. Like, it is like a constant thing. And like, I love her to death. Like, she was my cat for a while because I pretty much, I raised her for a bit. But, um, looking good. Awesome. But yeah, she is definitely a dog's kind of cat, if that makes sense. All right. So now how do I want to go about doing this part? Figure that out. That's the old template. Yeah. My dog Chloe, she's a boxer. So is my other dog Kane. But Chloe is who I'm focusing on here. She loves sitting on people's shoulders like she's a bird. And she's 9 years old, but she still does it from time to time, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. And she's also very moody in her old age now. She's gotten very grumpy. For like the past, I think maybe year, she's been giving people the side eye treatment, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. And it's not like we do anything awful to our dogs, but she just whenever she doesn't get anything her way, she just pouts and gives us side eyes. It's just the funniest thing ever. Something like that. Perfect, actually. We just need to cut off just a little bit here. Let's see how that looks. Shit. Come on, focus. Something like that. That should be good. We'll see. Take a tiny piece of masking tape and put it here. Maybe if I turn it the other way around, actually. I think, yeah. There's just a little bit of overhang on which side would be this side. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. I've got it, sir. We are getting there. Oh, wow. We've been here for almost an hour and a half, and all we have is running boards and a shell. Well, see, that's how it tends to be. At least when it comes to like streaming, it's not exactly the most fast process because I'm streaming. Um, but no, we've gotten good progress. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. I'll have to make a template for this to get the other side. And I'll do more work off camera, but I think next we'll get the cab. We'll definitely start the cab. I think for right now, it's a good place to stop. Let me go ahead and get the chassis on. And something I do definitely want to add are buffer beams, because all my models have buffer beams. I'll have to, make a thumbnail with these two side by side, but like right now, that's looking dope. It's a little tall. Definitely a little tall. We can work on that. Let me actually look at the crocodile. We hmm. Yeah, it's definitely tall, so we can work on that just a bit. So I don't know. We'll have it updated by, or I'll have it updated by the next stream. So yeah, thanks for joining, and I will definitely catch you on the flip side.